Part 2. A few weeks have passed, and being silent was now a way of life. It was a way of survival, and we had no choice. We didn't know how many people were left in the town, or even in the world for that matter. We found refuge in a gated mansion a few miles away from the hotel we were staying in. We were all too far from our actual homes and families, and no phone reception or actual way to call someone. We all had hope that our friends and family actually survived the creatures, but traveling that far by foot was way too risky. Ben, Tom, Haley, Julie, and I were all that were left for all we knew. It turns out, the night of the attack, Haley and Tom decided to stay at the hotel. Haley wasn't feeling well, so she took a sleeping pill, and Tom fell asleep with his headphones on, so they slept through the entire thing. We found them when we went back to the hotel for our belongings. When we were on our way to find a safer place, we ended up in the woods. Julie had had a scare when she stumbled upon some body parts, an arm and a head to be exact. When she started running through the woods, we followed her until we stumbled upon a gate, and it was the back of a huge house. We proceeded as quietly as we could, and when we got through the front gate and up to the house, the doors were wide open. We decided to split up, and we searched the entire house, and no one was there. I went upstairs and found a library, and in one of the bookcases I started thumbing through the books. I found War and Peace, and I went to pull it out, but it was stuck. I pulled it from the top, and a loud click rang out. A very loud click. I jumped back in fear. The creatures will definitely be coming now. They definitely will have heard that. Why do I have to be so nosy? Then the bookshelf swung open, revealing a secret room that could fit all of us, and on the wall were monitors. There were cameras all over the house, apparently. I saw a few remotes, all numbered, as were the monitors. Remote 1 was also screen 1, and that was the front door. I clicked the menu button, and a list of dates appeared. I saw the date that I remembered as the date they attacked. I selected the date, and on the screen, I was now watching two kids playing in the gated yard, a boy and a girl. They appeared to be very close in age, maybe 7 or 8, but there was no sound, only the video. Then I saw a woman come out and sit on the porch as she watched them play. It was a normal day, and I was so jealous as I saw the kids singing and laughing. Then the woman stood up and looked around as if she had heard something. The kids then stopped playing as they all looked towards the front gate. The kids saw something, and the girl appears to be screaming. Before they can even move, the monster got the kids. It completely destroyed them. The woman instinctively ran out to help, and she was killed as well, just as brutal as the kids. Not being able to take any more, I selected exit on the remote, and the screen changed to the current time and date. And there it was, at the front door. One of the creatures just standing there, having heard the noise I made. I had to warn the rest of them, but I didn't know how. I couldn't yell out to them. I, as quietly as I could, snuck out of the room, wondering how I could warn my friends, when I heard it echo through the house, the loud screech of the creature. I was a bit relieved that now I didn't have to warn my friends anymore. I just had to find them. And then we had to stay alive. As I made my way carefully down the long staircase, I watched my feet, assuring that I don't fall and make a loud tumble. As I reached the bottom of the stairs and turned the corner, I almost run right into the creature. But I steady myself quickly and stop dead in my tracks. Luckily, I don't make a sound. I start to back up slowly, and then a loud creak from the floorboards fills the air. Before it can turn around, a hand is placed over my mouth, and I am grabbed and pulled into a side room. I turn to see Ben. He has pulled me to safety. I wanted to scream, "Thank you," but I knew I couldn't, so I nodded with grateful tears in my eyes. I noticed the room we were in was a laundry room, quite small but large enough for the 5 of us. The only downside, there was a small window that none of us could fit through. There was one way in and one way out, and the shadow under the door revealed that that creature was right at the door. My eyes bugged out of my head, and I'm sure it did for everyone else. Through the tiny window, the sound of thunder rumbled in the distance. A brief flash of lightning filled the laundry room as there was a thud on the door. Then another roar of thunder. The banging stopped and the creature let out a loud, yet what sounded like a painful yell. The loud stomps told us that it left, so we quietly opened the door and saw it through the front door sprinting through the yard, screeching at the next rumble of thunder. Then it dawned on me. Thunder hurts them. It's too loud, I said. Quickly, Ben said, "Quiet." Then another loud crack of thunder happened, and I screamed loud with it. Julie covered my mouth, but I took her hand off and said in my normal voice, I can't remember the last time I actually spoke in a normal voice, but I said, "They can't hear us over the thunder. It's masking our voices." When they all realized I was right, we celebrated. We started laughing, hugging, and speaking in normal conversation. Now, if only it would thunder all day, every day, Tom said. It's not much, but it's something, I said. Julie turned to me with a concerned look on her face and said, "We have a bigger problem to worry about." I asked, "What do you mean?" She put her head down and said, "I am pregnant." Then another loud roar of thunder filled the air. Thank you, everybody, for listening. This is part 2 of a series that might go on for a little while longer. If anyone has any ideas, please email me or just leave it in the comments section here. Again, thank you so much. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and I'll scare you guys later.